With the income statement complete, the debt tranche is complete, the only thing we have to do is just finalize a couple of line items on the cash flow statement. Recall that by virtue of having PIK interest in the income statement, lowering your net income, this is non-cash interest expense. From a GAAP standpoint, it doesn't matter whether it's cash or PIK. It all ends up in the income statement. Right? We grabbed all of these. And so we need to make sure that we add back on the cash flow statement the non-cash component of the interest expense. So that's what's happening here. We just sort of reference that. We can remove the shading. And then preferred dividends. We do have some potentially preferred dividends. We got to switch the sign because they're listed as a positive. Where are they here? Cash dividends. Had there been any dividends here, there would need to be a reduction to cash flows. Obviously, preferred dividends reduce the amount of cash that you would have to pay down the revolver, etc. Be very easy to see if we put in. We don't have preferred dividends, but let's put them in. You see what happens. This 83 million and growing in cash dividends have to be a reduction on the cash flow statement. So let's bring that back to normal. Okay, at this point, why don't you guys complete those two simple steps? We can take a step back now and kind of look at the model. It is basically now ready. Everything here is done. The income statement is complete, reflects all of the sort of lower operating profits because of all the new leverage. We've got all the key balance sheet line items that we need to have sort of built the cash flow statement. And we built that cash flow statement, figured out exactly where all the money was going to go. Most of it was going to debt service. In fact, we can kind of zoom in and see quite nicely in a very sort of quick visual way that virtually all of these excess free cash flows are now going to service debt, both required principal payments as well as discretionary payments. So all of this is going to service that debt. Now, at this point, we have everything we need in order to determine whether this LBO is actually a good one for financial sponsors. The next set of videos are going to be about now analyzing the returns of this deal. We have everything we need, the amount of leverage, what the financials look like. So when you're ready, move on to the next video, and we're going to start talking about whether this deal was actually a good one or will most likely be a good one from the standpoint of returns to investors.